Welcome to Going Dutch, the podcast slash dating live comedy show. I'm one of your hosts, Kane Holloway. I'm in El Paso, Texas, in this Comfort Inn right now, doing a bunch of shows with my best buddy, Big Irish Jay Hollingsworth. If you're wondering, where's Short Jake? He's out back in San Diego, doing work, setting up stuff, getting the show up and continuously running over there in San Diego, while also, just being short. He's so short. I have a couple announcements before we get to the podcast. Number one, we're back. We got a bunch of shows, bunch of guests, bunch of episodes that we've already recorded. They'll be pumped out on all of your podcast listening devices, or, well, I guess device is the wrong word, apps, whatever. It just worked out, and my phone is now increasingly getting heavier. Jacob and me will be doing a bunch of shows in San Diego when I'm back. Follow us at Kane Holloway and at Short Jakes on Instagram to see where we'll be at in the San Diego area. Also, we're planning a bunch of stuff moving forward to be in your cities, countrywide and hopefully worldwide. We got a couple of things in the works. A lot of added some great team members to the Going Dutch brand. I hate that word, but that's just what it is. And we teamed up with Don't Tell Comedy. If you guys don't know about Don't Tell Comedy, it is a speakeasy style comedy show where we go to different locations, secret locations. You don't know exactly where you're going to be. You just know the area. You pick an area that you want to see a comedy show, and you don't know who's on the show or where it's going to be specifically. And then when you buy a ticket, you're told on day of show that this is where you'll be. And then again, the lineup stays secret until you get to the show. It's a really cool concept, really great idea. It's been going for a long time now, very popular. And me and Jake teamed up with Don't Tell to bring Going Dutch into the Don't Tell space. And it's great. We're going to use the speakeasy style to bring a Valentine's Day show on Valentine's Day, February 14th, in the Pacific Beach, San Diego area. So if you're in Pacific Beach, or you plan on coming to Pacific Beach, specifically if you plan on coming to Pacific Beach, get your tickets. Secret location, secret lineup. The only constant is myself and Jake. And so, but the rest of the show, it's going to be great. We're doing it up. It's going to be a crazy, really fun, really just you have no idea what's coming when you see this show. It's going to be awesome. We teamed up with a lot of cool people that are going to be a part of it. I'm very excited about it. So February 14th, mark it on your calendar. Get your tickets. Come down to Pacific Beach and check out the live Going Dutch show. And any future shows, go to kaneholloway.com. I have yet to tell people about that. Make sure you also subscribe to the show. And one quick thing also about this specific podcast as we get started, as we jump right into it. We just got back from doing a Don't Tell Comedy show and didn't do an intro. So this is your intro. So when we get into the show, we jump right in. And then, of course, the battery on my camera died. And so the rest after about I think it's 20 minutes into the episode, this episode, camera just dies off. But the rest of the episode's still there. But just when the camera breaks off, it's just going to be, whatever I edit. I haven't edited anything in yet. I don't know what I'll put in there. Maybe it'll just be picture of my cat for another hour. Look, I'm going to figure it out when I get into the editing bay, which is that thing right there. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the show. Share the show. Tell people about the show. Again, come out February 14th to the Valentine's Day show. It doesn't matter if you're a couple or you're single. It doesn't matter. We got surprises all over the place. So check that out. We really appreciate you guys, and enjoy the episode.
Are you ready to talk about all the fun stuff? Like dating and falling in love. Are you ready for Going Dutch? And Jake and Kane will make you smile. They'll talk about stupid stuff for a while. You will enjoy this a lot, or you're a This is called Going Dutch.
All right, guys, we're back. We just got back from the Don't Tell show that we were at here in Encinitas, California. I don't know why I had to do an intro when we're kind of like in the middle of the show. We could have just pulled.
Well, it's good because we have a guest. That's why.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I get an intro just for me.
Yeah. You get a new intro, dude.
Yes.
Welcome.
Damn. Well, all right. Well, intro me in.
Do it, Jake. Intro him in. You
All right, guys.
fucking idiot.
Well, we have a very special person on the podcast today. We have a co-producer of many, many, many comedy shows. We have one of the most creative people I've ever met in my life. Super talented. He knows the most about wine. He knows the most about art. He knows the most about travel. He is truly the coolest of cool. If you want to know what the next cool thing is going to be, this is the guy to talk to. He is one of my best pals. You guys, this is my buddy Zach Semonian.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much.
That is a good
Yeah,
intro.
that made me feel awful inside. Wow, that was amazing.
It's good.
Wow. Oh, my God.
And,
Well, thank you so much for having me.
It is fun to know someone so talented and someone who knows what the coolest thing is, and anytime you give him any affirmation, he wants to kill himself.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
You're truly a comic without the
Without the funny.
performing.
Yeah.
Without the funny.
You're extremely funny.
Like, he
You're-
doesn't need to perform
At
to
all.
want to kill himself.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I thought it was depression. I'm just a comedian.
without the desire to perform. It's a crazy way to be.
We actually don't even really need to intro him that much, because if you've been watching the show, listening to the show at all, you've heard his voice in the background reacting to the dumb things that Jake and I say.
Turn the volume up all the way.
Turn your hearing aids up, you fucks, because Zach has been here the whole time.
I never left.
Twist.
Yeah, in a weird way, Zach is kind of always there.
He is.
He is a bit of like the Joe Biden. And the moment that like I die and he becomes president, it will become like the world now, where it's like peaceful and nice.
And I will fall off that bike.
Yeah. Zach will fall off a couple bikes and like piss like a lot of angry people off, but for the most part, everyone will agree that this is a nice time before like a hell storm that's coming. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Zach is someone who likes a nice time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you go out and drink wine with Zach, it's gonna be the best evening of your fucking life.
I bet if you did heroin with Zach, it'd still be a pretty decent evening.
I think if you did heroin with like the most annoying person on the planet, that's probably still a pretty good evening. You know,
That's true.
It's
You
got
are
to be
doing
pretty
heroin.
warm and peaceful at the end of the night.
That's true.
heroin seems good no matter who you're with.
All right. Let's say it's meth and a knife fight. You're still going to have a pretty warm evening if it's Zach you're doing that with.
Let me do the math. Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Zach actually pulled a question from the bowl before we got started.
Oh, I tossed it back in. Let me pull it live here. Here, one sec.
What a psycho
I know,
move, dude.
that's
Pause,
weird.
pause. Here, let me
Oh.
let me pull the first
Yeah.
question.
Quick shoulder touch, baby.
Yeah.
It's
So
You gotta get a
completely,
shoulder touch. I thought he was an elbow
completely
touch guy.
random question.
All right.
What is the best compliment to get?
Oh man, I would love to hear your answer, Zach.
Well, I was telling Kane before this with this random question that we just pulled. I know the worst compliment to get.
What is
I'll
that?
tell you this. And Jake gave it to me earlier. In my intro, the worst compliment to get is cool. I could not. I can't handle the compliment. You are so cool.
You don't like the pressure of being cool?
I hate it.
Why?
I hate it so much.
You hate like the subjectivity of it. What is it?
I have been hooking up with someone and they said you're so cool
Dude.
mid makeout session that I couldn't.
Dude.
I couldn't do it. It's traumatized me for the rest of my. It's followed me. The phrase "cool."
Wow.
Who you were gonna say? Who? That's wild.
No. There's so much to break down here.
You were so cool, gave you whiskey dick?
Can you even handle what this guy's saying?
No.
No, it's on.
That's insane.
It's insane.
That's
It's insane.
crazy.
And now it's not even just like in that context. It's now any context. Cool is just off the table.
Kane, could you imagine a girl making out with you and being like, "You're so fucking cool," and
Yeah.
you're just like, "I'm gonna fucking blow my pants."
On you.
I'm not gonna blow a
That's how
load.
I
I'm gonna
would feel.
blow these
That's what I'm
brands.
saying.
Yeah.
I would be like, "This is the greatest."
That's the coolest thing anyone could do is say you're cool.
no one's ever said I'm cool.
Did you let's just break down that story Zach just told us really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Just
No, please.
for the listeners.
Fix me.
He goes he goes, I've been hooking up with this girl, and in the middle of us making out, she's like, "You're so cool." So first of all, he goes, I've been hooking up with this girl.
Yeah, which is already
A flex.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then he
God.
goes,
Here we go. Here we go.
and then mid make out, she goes,
I deserve this.
"You're so cool." And he's like, God, I'm the fucking worst.
Yeah.
What'd she say next? You have a huge dick.
And it just got worse and worse from there.
She was like, your dick's the best ever.
Oh,
and you were like, I hate this.
You're the strongest, best guy I've ever been with.
You have the most
Oh.
money out of any man I've ever been with.
This is the softest beard that's ever been on my pussy.
You're just like my dad. So tell me.
You try really hard, but don't get it done.
The worst compliment, let's be clear, the worst compliment to get is no compliment at all. And the best compliment to get is mid-makeout, someone stops you to go, you're so cool. It's literally the best.
The best compliment, no compliment.
No.
No compliments
No.
ever. Keep them to yourself.
No way.
Zach, what? What?
Why is this on me?
Because you're the
guest.
guest.
What?
And you said something insane.
I did.
As your
I
friend.
did.
What have I not done right as your friend to make you feel like you are the main character? Because I gotta be honest, I am just lucky you hang out with me. And I feel like you sometimes have felt the opposite.
He's Richie Cunningham, and you're the Fonz.
I know, dude.
The show's supposed to be about him, but
I'm
really,
Marv.
you're the breakout star, dog.
I am Marv, and this is Joe Pesci, and there's like a
I
certainly
wish
for-
I could be Joe. I wish I could be any Joe. Name a Joe. I want to be Joe.
Joe Cool.
Joe Dirt.
Dude, you give me a Joe Dirt, I'm living life happy.
But let's be clear, Joe Dirt is cool. You've never seen a guy worse off than Joe Dirt and then fucking crush life Forrest Gump style.
the code switch with Dirt Tay.
Dirt. Don't try and church it up, boy.
I have to be honest, Joe Dirt has this like terrible reputation. As a child, I really liked Joe Dirt.
No, that movie's funny. Whoever says it's not funny, they're just trying to be they're being a snob.
They're being a hater.
They are. Joe Dirt is funny. He eats French fries and a burger off of frozen airplane shit. A literal hunk of frozen shit. And he eats French fries, dipping his ketchup in it.
Scooping the
Oh
ketchup
my
off
God.
like the hardened shit is the funniest thing to me.
Let's be clear.
Like that was the best scene.
It's so funny. Let's be clear. Forrest Gump is a parody of a movie that like Hollywood would make. Hollywood wants to make a movie about a mentally challenged guy who does everything that Forrest does, right? And then so they make I know that you guys are
Let's go.
Where is
Yeah,
this going?
take
right?
us home.
Hollywood wants to make what they later made, which was I Am Sam, a movie that was within that ballpark of like we're Oscar baiting you. So they did it again with Forrest Gump, but Joe Dirt is Forrest Gump, but much sillier. But if you really play those movies back to back, Dirt and Gump are the same person, and they accomplish pretty much the same goals. It's the same movie. Joe Dirt and Forrest Gump are the same movie.
I gotta be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Forrest Gump
What?
because I don't know why. I've never seen it.
I know this about you.
I know
too.
it's like a character trait, and I'm not even resisting seeing it. There's been no way to watch it. No one wants
Anyways,
to.
it's on Netflix every couple months.
No one wants to watch it. I'm not gonna watch Forrest Gump by myself. What
Why
am I gonna?
not?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
That sounds like a guy who eats crayons, dude. I can't watch that by myself. That's crazy. And I've come this far.
Uh-huh.
I've come this far without. I just saw Ferris Bueller for the first time 2 weeks ago.
That guy had the best day.
First of
Really
all,
did.
that movie.
It was off the chain.
I have so many things to tell you guys. That movie is so unbelievable. It's like Ocean's 8. Nothing goes wrong. no hiccups.
That is true. Ferris
Like
has the
Ocean's
easiest
8
time.
took from Ferris Bueller and was like, let's just do this with hot girls.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it literally nothing happens to him.
Mm-hmm.
He just has the best day.
He does have the best.
You
day.
just watch a high schooler have a kick-ass day and like hook up with the hottest chick you've ever seen in your life. And I'm 20, whatever I am now. And I was like, that's his dream. I literally was watching his life and I was like, that's my dream.
That's because
It's my dream.
Because Ferris Bueller's Day Off isn't about Ferris. It's about Cameron. Cameron goes through all the struggles.
Don't do this. to me.
Cameron is the
Yeah.
main character of Ferris
Wow.
Bueller's Day Off.
There's so much truth to what you just said
Mm-hmm.
that I can't handle that. And that is Zach's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I am Ferris Bueller to Zach, and Zach is Cameron, and Zach is the main character of his life. He doesn't
Right.
know it.
And
But
I
Zach
have a box
has
of
tried
chocolates.
his best. Zach has tried his best to be a B character his whole life. Zach is attempted to be a B character, and Zach is the A-list. Everyone wants to know Zach.
Mhm.
Everyone who meets me and finds out that I'm friends with Zach immediately respects me more. Zach doesn't know it, dude.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of what's funny is he told me a story before you were on the show about the time he was making out with a girl and she stopped him and was like, "Zach's so cool."
Dude.
Oh my god. Man, dude, that sucked.
Wow.
That was a hard
Wow.
time for me, but also
Yeah.
a good time for my friend because I support my friends.
Yeah. No.
You're both Cameron and you're both Ferris. You got
No.
Because what's
that's
interesting,
actually not true. I
what's
am definitely
interest-
Ferris Bueller, and Zach is definitely Cameron.
What's an interesting thing about the two of you?
But
no,
but who's
I am Ferris Bueller, and he is Cameron.
But who's Forrest?
Nobody's
Forrest.
Forrest. Nobody wants to be Forrest. Forrest gets fucked. Forrest actively
Is it
gets
Forrest Bueller?
Forrest
With
Bueller.
a T?
Yeah.
Yeah, Forrest Bueller.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Forrest.
Is that how you spell it? Like an actual like tree filled
It's
forest?
2 R's. Forrest.
There's no difference.
Forrest.
1 R, 2 R. There's a T at the end.
There's a big R. There's a
I thought it
capital
was
R.
a 4S. Like 4. I mean, fuck me, San Diego. God damn it.
Forrest.
4S.
4S.
All right, 4S.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Bueller.
Nobody's
Damn.
Gump.
What a fucking terrible
no one's
name.
Gump.
Forrest Bueller. Also, though, this kid is a fucking legend.
I'm
Wait,
so
is it-
glad we got him on that.
wait.
I was like wondering what you were selling him. You're like
Yeah.
a used car salesman, like selling some hunk of shit to him, and he goes, "I'll buy it. I'll take it home
Forrest
and I'll buy it."
Forrest Bueller.
No.
Wait,
I was referencing
It's Forrest Bueller?
No.
Ferris.
Bueller.
Oh, there it is.
I was saying,
God
who's
damn it.
Forrest?
Forrest.
Yeah, his
Bueller.
brother Forrest Bueller.
But you wouldn't know because you haven't seen
I
that
know, I haven't
American classic.
It is an American classic.
You think so?
You literally have
Yes.
to see it. It's that Pulp Fiction, Saving Private Ryan.
That was my number 2 too.
Pretty-
I was
Pretty
Woman.
going there too.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan was number 2?
Yeah.
Pretty
I've
Woman.
seen
You
that.
have to see.
I haven't
you
seen
have to
Pretty
see
Woman.
these movies, man. You gotta see these.
Let me put together my American classics.
All right,
All
yeah.
right, really
yeah,
quick.
fire away.
All right, my American classics: The Dark Knight,
Great.
obviously,
Yeah.
Great.
Jurassic
Yeah.
Park,
Sure.
Yeah,
Clearly.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
give that to you too.
Band of Brothers,
That's not a movie.
Okay.
better than Saving Private Ryan.
I don't care enough.
Objective quality. Better. It doesn't
Not
matter.
a movie. Doesn't matter.
Saving Private Ryan was like 2.5 hours long, basically a series.
It's like when you're. It's like, what's your favorite hot dog? And you're like, my favorite hot dog, tuna sandwich. And you're like, what? They're both kind of hot dogs.
Yeah. It's both
both
meat.
got bread.
Yeah, meat and bread. Tell me more.
Tuna sandwich better than a hot dog. Tell you that much, right? Tell you that much for free. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
And
Band
you
of
can
Brothers.
subscribe to my Patreon to get more information about why. Anyway, American classics. I don't fucking know. Honestly, mainly Christmas movies come to mind. But is it
You have a problem.
Yeah.
I
have a
will say,
Christmas
oh no,
movie
no.
problem.
Okay, like Caddyshack, maybe Fletch, are movies that like speak more to like the American classic. Forrest Gump, I just haven't seen it.
Forrest, I'm telling you, dude. If you've
Dude,
seen Joe,
that is so hectic that you have not seen
It's
Forrest.
You want to
crazy.
know a movie that shaped me? The Benchwarmers. David Spade, Nick Swardson, Rob Schneider.
look, I
I
can't.
that's
hate that you're
classic.
doing this to me right now because I love that movie so much. I hate that you're putting me in a place where I have to publicly say that I love that movie
I fucking love. I can quote it.
so much.
God.
The thing I don't like about that movie is specifically that Rob Schneider is the main cool guy, and he's not that. He just isn't. He's the animal. He's Deuce Bigalow. He's a goofball. He's weird looking. He's just not the cool guy.
Brother.
And in that movie,
But he isn't
he's
the cool guy.
But he's still the cool guy.
But
He's-
you haven't
he's-
watched the movie. The
But he's
message is
hitting
that
home runs.
Yeah, he's crushing.
Tell me a
it.
cool guy that isn't
against
hitting home
children.
runs.
The movie is a bunch of grown adults playing a baseball tournament against children. He's not cool in the movie.
Dude,
How long has it been since you've seen the movie? He's like a dumb adult.
the $5, I am 10. The grand
Yes, the
note to the
grand-
umpire, I am
The
10.
the $10 bribe is the most mind-blowing moment in sport history, dude. That is the most scandalous moment in sport history. But I will tell you, now Rob Schneider isn't a cool guy in that movie. He is cool to like a loser neighborhood in a loser town.
Sure.
And they paint that picture well.
Okay. I truly have only seen it the one time, and the thing that my main takeaway is I don't like how calm and collected his character is, because in every movie, even when he is getting with the hot girl in the movie, she has some sort of disorder. Like she has narcolepsy, or she's missing a foot.
Or
Like-
she's Downs. Yeah.
yeah, there's
Dude,
just something
The best
up with her.
The best Schneider film of all time.
Fire away.
You want to take this one, Zach?
Yeah.
The best Schneider film that I know Kane hasn't seen. Without a doubt.
There is only one.
There's only one that no one has seen but me and Zach 1,000 times.
And
it's three.
if you tell me you know this, I will leave this podcast
Okay.
happily.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Surf ninjas.
I love Surf Ninjas.
You've seen it?
Oh my
Patu-san,
God,
dude.
Patu-san, you rapping, dude?
I love
Where's
Surf
your
Ninjas.
goddamn headband, my guy?
I was more of a Three Ninjas guy, but I did watch the many Ninjas movies.
We just talked about this the other day.
that
I thought
took
it was
place
called
in the-
3 Kid Ninjas, but it's just 3
No,
It's
ninjas.
Three
just Three
ninjas,
Ninjas.
dude.
But
And I
what
also-
did you think it was called?
No, Three Ninjas.
We were both wrong, though, because I called it 3 Kid Ninjas, and then you said it was something else, and we were both wrong. Do you remember what it was?
I was probably wrong about a lot of stuff.
You're like, it's Three Kid Ninjas, and he's like, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you're like, you're so
it's the
cool.
Ooze Brothers. I don't know.
It's Blues Brothers 2000 with Dan Aykroyd.
I was like, it's 3 Kid Ninjas. He's like, it's the Mighty fucking Ducks, dude.
it's D3 Mighty Ducks. It's where they're in college. And
Dude,
the professor's gay. or
Three
something.
Ninjas. I saw every single Three Ninjas movie so many times.
Holy shit.
Bro.
My parents would take us to Hollywood Video every single Friday night.
Yes.
That was our like.
God damn it.
That was like
That was your
RV
summer
Hollywood
shit.
video, bro.
dude. The Hollywood Video. We're gonna go. We're gonna rent some movies.
Take us back in time, Zach.
And I'll tell you what. Every single week, I got the same Three Ninjas movie. Every
God, I love
single
it.
week, my sweet dad would be like, again? Again? And I said, Hulk Hogan's in this one. I gotta watch
That's
it.
right. I forgot about Hulk Hogan being in that one.
Oh,
It was like the third one, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Fuck.
you know Zach and I grew up together?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
From like 3.
Yeah, of course.
Like literally like toddlers.
yeah.
So we went to the same Hollywood Video, same Blockbuster, and then we played hockey together from like a young age. And after every fucking hockey game, we'd go to one of two places. Soup Plantation or this place called Stir Fetch, which was a Mongolian stir fry.
Yeah.
Which is basically like me and Zach would just stack our plates full of like meat and noodles and just
Yeah.
like get them stir fried.
Soup Plantation, Stir Fresh, same parking lot. Hollywood Video, the parking lot.
Adjacent.
Dude, amazing.
Literally right
And
there.
guess what? Blockbuster down the fucking road.
Let's fucking go.
Dude, I love that.
Oh, bro, me and Zach have discovered so many weird niche comedy or like cult classics. Like we discovered Hot Rod together. We discovered Mystery Team together. Surf Ninjas was like a huge part of our childhood.
Love Surf Ninjas.
Oh,
Dude, it's so crazy the
My God.
amount of ninja-related movies and material that was made in the 90s.
Ninja and
Ninjas
Spy.
Dude, ninjas were so cool back then.
so good.
God.
And you could aspire
White
to be a
ninjas.
ninja.
White Ninja.
Yeah.
But like that was what I liked about Surf Ninja. It was like Asian American ninja.
Yeah.
There was something new about it because
Yeah.
most of the ninja content was like, how about a white guy becomes a ninja? Which
But-
honestly is kind of Batman.
And also the Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja, that's true. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were also, for a while, white guys.
White guys.
They were white guys. Like the early 90s Ninja Turtles, raised by a Asian rat sensei father figure or father.
Bro, they ripping
Yeah.
cowabunga, bro. They're surfer, dude.
They're
They're
so-
stoners.
Yeah, they're so white. So they're-
SoCal
so-
stoner culture, dude. That's like what they were aiming for.
Mhm.
It's so funny how they made Ninja Turtles and Michelangelo's a stoner. Donatello's supposed to be the Asian one. He's like the studying guy.
Yeah,
Leonardo's
yeah.
supposed to be like
But
the
he's-
white guy.
Oh, and he's so. But Donnie never got enough respect in the flippin' shit game. Like
Yeah.
Donnie had some funny things that he jabbed at people,
Bro, the problem is that Donnie walks around with a fucking stick.
Yeah.
but he's so baller with that.
No,
stick.
Donnie was tight in terms of the fact that he was like smart as shit.
Yeah.
And like also a stick is cool,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like the other guy has 2 samurai swords and the other guy has like 2 fucking daggers.
Yeah.
And then fucking Michelangelo's ripping nunchucks on a skateboard. It's just like Donnie's got a stick and glasses, dude. He's a fucking dork.
I hate that they add glasses to Donnie. Donnie doesn't have to have glasses to be like the smart one. Just watch how he interacts with the way he solves problems. He's a better problem solver and leader than Leo. Okay? I'm sick of this fucking conversation.
Dude.
I don't need to have this. But I will say,
If Leonardo DiCaprio had a stick, it wouldn't be that smart.
No.
No.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I will say this about a few of the TMNT contents that we've had across time. The TMNT movie that came out in like 2005, 6 era. You know what I'm talking about?
This is
I
live
know.
action
It was
or
all
not?
Animated?
Animated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was
Honestly,
good.
Yep.
fucking great.
It was good. I liked
it was so cool when Raph and Leo had their like battle
Yeah.
and whatever.
Yeah.
Great. And they came up with like a video game along with it. Honestly, also great. It was just a good era of TMNT content. That being said, I haven't seen the Seth Rogen TMNT movie that just came out. But I'll tell you what, reviews are in. That shit was sick.
It's good.
Was it good?
I haven't
good.
seen it yet.
It's I like it, but I also like it for the Spider-Verse aesthetic, and I enjoy.
Was it the same animators?
It was like basically the same kind of style,
Okay, so
it's-
aesthetically it was
very much Spider-Verse. But
interesting.
But
okay.
and I like that they're teenagers. Like they had teenage actors, and they would improv,
Sick.
and they felt like brothers. But the
That's a crazy point to bring up because the live action from the early 2000s, late 90s,
Wild.
those were adults. those were
guys
20-year-old.
paying taxes.
yeah, those were
those
card
were-
carrying commies.
Those were like borderline 30-year-olds who were literally living in the sewer. That's insane.
I know.
Just
That's
homeless.
insane. I'm glad that
Oh,
they brought them
shit.
back to teenage.
I did like that, but I am nostalgic. It also was a movie that felt like it wasn't made for me, and it was made to entice younger
Oh,
fans
that's cool.
to Teenage Mutant Ninja
Wait, that's
Turtles.
dope.
So I did
Yeah.
like it,
Oh,
but I
good.
also made me miss the days when the Turtles were made for me. Like my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were
Yeah.
The Secret of the Ooze, and when they went back in time to feudal Japan. And
different
fucking,
era.
it was just,
Dude.
I loved it and I hated it
Dude.
all at the same time.
that scene where they have the donuts stuffed with the pills to like turn those creatures back.
Yeah,
And they're
dude.
just there being like, "Do you want some donuts?" They're like, "Do you want to try some donuts with these
super
these
shredder?
great donuts? Here, let me." And it's the most erotic teenage
It is.
TMNT
Oh, no, I
content
remember
out
I had
there.
a
Mhm.
bone ski for those donies, dude.
dude.
It was a problem. I'll tell you what, man. You brought up Spider-Verse. I just watched Across the Spider-Verse, the new one.
Oh yeah,
I was just again floored.
Yeah,
really?
it's great.
Floored.
Really?
Did you see it yet?
No.
It's on
Brother.
Netflix, baby.
It is as good as the first. Like,
That's so shocking.
I know. I and like, it's rewatchable to me. It was like, this is my opinion on it. I just had a great time watching it, and I would watch it again. The animation style is so cool. The first one has such a beautiful appeal, and it's a standalone. This one is like a cliffhanger and like a bridge between, two movies. But fuck, man, it was really, really cool.
It's so
I like
good.
cannot
Really?
believe how much I enjoyed it. Truly.
The Spot as a antagonist is played so well.
God, it's
He's
so
cool.
cool.
It's so crazy how
You're
well
gonna
he
love it,
fits.
man. You're
I
gonna fucking love
need
it.
to.
You
I
gotta
need
see
to really commit to that.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable because the first movie is like, in my opinion, top 10 movies to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yeah.
first time I saw Into the Spider-Verse, that was called.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The first time I saw it in theaters, I was like, well, that's one of the most fun times I've had in a theater.
So great.
I love Jake Johnson so much.
Mhm.
I think he's
Yeah.
slowly becoming like one of my favorite people in the industry, to make movies, to be in shows, whatever. And like his relationship with the young Miles Morales as Peter Parker was so unbelievable, and like all these different Spider-Man, Nick Cage, Mulaney, whatever. It was just so fucking fun. And then to follow up with a movie that was as cool
Mm-hmm.
and have a villain that's like a villain, but also like you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's hard to do. The making a good villain in Hollywood is really fucking hard to do, and they did it, man. You're gonna have a great time. I can't wait for you to see it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
All right, I got something to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, go watch that.
Legitimately something to watch. I've been on my movies recently, so I'm
Really?
like
Tell me.
really pumped.
What you been watching?
Dude, Godzilla -1.
God, I haven't
Fuck,
seen
I
it.
need to see it.
Dude,
Is it so good?
I'll tell you what. I haven't had so much fun. There's 2 movies I saw recently that I was truly floored. I was like, there's no way I'm having this much fun at the theater. One was Godzilla -1. I like literally walked out being like, I was just smiling the whole
Sounds
time.
awesome.
It was like almost as if you were watching a Japanese play and a movie. Like, it was
Is
insane.
it mainly in Japanese?
It's only in Japanese.
Oh God, I want to see
Only
this
Japanese
shit.
with subtitles.
God, I want
like-
to see that.
The sets that they built out are beautiful. It makes it just like, I had to remind myself like multiple times, being like to just be like, oh yeah, just have fun. I kept trying to rationalize, being like, oh, this wouldn't happen in real life, but it's like, of course it wouldn't. It's a
It's
Godzilla movie. Like, what the fuck am I trying to prove to myself and the other people in this
Giant
theater?
lizard out.
No.
Japan, not real.
Check it out. Godzilla -1.
Fan.
Do y'all know the tagline for that
-1
movie
me.
too?
Fan.
Do you know the tagline
longer.
for that movie too? It's insane. They
The
go
what?
the tagline, like
No, no,
essentially
yeah.
they're like the definition of the title. They go, we just lost World War II. Just lost. We're literally at 0. Nothing could be worse than this. We got bombed. What could be worse than 0? Godzilla. -1. What's worse than 0? -1.
Ugh.
And that is the title of that film, and it delivers on so many levels where you're just enjoying yourself constantly.
God damn.
And the levels, it's everything's at a 12 and you're happy about it.
God, I want to go see Godzilla -1 now.
Yeah, that really pumped me up.
The
What
other
was
one,
yeah.
The other one, I loved it, and it is so sad, so depressing, but it got me so pumped up in the beginning of that film. The Iron Claw.
Dude.
Iron
With
Claw
Zac Efron?
With Zac Efron, dude. You have
It's
to
a sad movie?
It
devastatingly.
looks so sad.
Devastating. I was crying at the
I
end.
didn't even know it was sad.
And it is so brutal. And but the beginning of that movie, you have to just see it in theaters. Literally, I'll spoil this. Spoiler alert. The opening scene is just Zac Efron, who took so many steroids, like is so
His
fucking
face looked like it took steroids.
dude. He was so yoked in this
Space
film.
is a steroid.
But the opening scene is
I'm a
just
steroid.
him.
Fuck.
It's just him rolling out of bed, tidy whities, just looking like an absolute beefcake. The theater
You
is
start crying.
Yeah, the theater is silent.
masturbating.
I'm trying to hold my breath. I'm trying to keep my heart rate low,
Cool.
keep my pumps quiet.
Sure. It's
Lady,
Zach minus a million.
dude.
Get it?
Get it? It's Zach plus 6 inches. Anyway, sorry.
Dude, -1. So,
Minus 1 cum shot. Stop.
and
dude.
it's
Sorry. I wouldn't do it if it didn't work.
if it,
Sorry. Okay. So Zach comes out, full on cock out.
full on, like
I am blowing the air in front of me.
underwear on, just looking yoked as fuck. Comes out of his, rolls out of bed. It just looks yoked. Everyone's silent, and then just lady in the front row just goes, "Oh my god!" Like it literally elicited a response of, "Oh my god!" Like no other movie have I been in that has like literally pulled people out of
That's
reality.
so
Just
Was
be
it a
like,
packed theater?
yes, it
Oh.
was.
And everyone just lost it there.
Everyone was in on this movie.
Brother.
Everyone
this,
bought
I
in,
didn't.
and so good, so sad, must watch.
That
Gotta
is
see it.
so
Like
good
must
to know.
watch.
I'm so glad you brought that up about being in a packed theater on like a big movie premiere or like just like a big a movie that a lot of people are excited to see, because there are so few moments that I've been at movie premieres or like big movie moments, because as someone who does comedy for a living, having a packed crowd can impact the show in such an insane way. And there are 2 moments in my life that a crowd has changed the way I viewed a movie.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I went and saw Land of the Lost opening night, which is a Will Ferrell movie
Oh.
that people forget about.
My
I
God,
saw it on
that's
a
an experience.
Thursday night, opening night at 8 p.m. at Mira Mesa Regal Theater
Good
with
God.
Brody
Yeah.
and my dad. I swear to fucking God, the fucking trailers open up and it's like Twilight New Moon or something. Like the new Twilight movie is like premiere, or the trailers are like starting to show up.
Top 10 all time.
The
Keep going.
dudes behind me, I swear to God, the trailer starts and it's like Twilight shows up and the guy behind me goes, "Oh hell no, fuck this shit," and starts booing. The whole theater is booing this movie. Like throwing popcorn.
That's great.
Crazy. And it's white people only. I've never seen anything like. Everyone is just screaming, saying like booing, bullshit, all that stuff. When the movie started, from start to finish, it was like every punchline unreal. Like haymakers were being thrown, man. It was the greatest movie experience of my life. To this day, Land of the Lost is such a funny movie to me because of that moment.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know
Oh
what I'm
my
saying?
God.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. It is so nice to be in a theater where people are so in love with the movie. And the other one that I can think of, I saw, Bryce took me to see, and you might have been with me, but I just remember Bryce taking me for some reason. What's that movie with James Franco? It's the End of the World. Movie with Seth Rogen, James Franco.
This is the
This is
end.
the end.
Yeah.
Unreal. Like, I've never laughed so hard in a theater.
That movie is one you have to see in theaters, I feel like.
Like,
Yeah.
the crowd was just dying.
Like, that was like a theater movie. They're
Oh
like,
my
this is a
God.
shared experience of like, let's surprise everyone.
Yeah, it's also a
Like-
movie you're probably not going to see again.
You watch
in
it
this-
like
it's not going to get made
Yeah,
again.
once
2
or
times
twice.
max, right? You're like, I'm going to watch this twice
Yeah,
in my entire life.
because the
I'll be happy.
surprise of Channing Tatum being the gimp at
Oh
the
my
end, you're like, that's
God.
crazy, and then you know that's coming.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where you're like, I'm probably not gonna.
And
watch
like
that
Rihanna getting
Yeah,
her
Rihanna
ass
slapping
slapped
the
by
shit
dude,
out of Michael
Cera.
Cera.
Yeah, dude, insane.
Honestly, that movie is fucking great.
One of my favorite
It is a great movie.
It's
What-
fucking great.
one of my favorite movie going experiences was for Avengers: Age of Ultron, and this is before I fully jumped on the Marvel bandwagon. I was like kind of a Marvel hater because of the Dark Knight, because of like what Christopher Nolan was doing with Batman.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
can
like-
we be real? Before honestly, including Ultron, it was all kind of dog shit.
It was just fine, or it was either
There were
it was like
moments of
really
greatness.
cool, like Iron Man, and then started out pretty decent. Captain America, Thor was terrible,
Thor was so rough.
and then like I went and
Winter
saw.
Soldier was good, which was right before Ultron, I think.
I think it is right before Ultron.
Which
I think
was
it goes
great.
It goes Winter Soldier, then Ultron. But I loved Winter Soldier, but I was like, this is a good movie outside of whatever this connected universe
Yeah,
horseshit is.
you're like, this universe is dog shit, but this is a good movie.
This is a good
Yeah.
movie.
This is the anomaly.
But then all these comics in LA wanted to go see Age of Ultron opening night, and I was like, kind of whatever about it. I didn't care. I didn't care about the characters. And it's so funny how I heel turned, like right around somewhere around.
Are you an Ultron lover?
No, I don't like that movie. But there was something about I think it was some of the movies afterwards. I can't remember. I think it was Civil War. I was like, anything the Russo brothers started to do. I was
Okay.
like, I'm
Okay.
on board. Okay, I'm kind of
I gotta
digging
be
it.
honest. My Ultron experience in the theater was phenomenal.
Yeah, so was mine.
yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
so it starts. So I'm in a row of comics. This happened quite a lot actually, but I'm in a row of comics. There's like 15 of us, so we take up this whole one row, but it's packed. So I'm like sitting on. I'm like on the kind
oh
of
my
very
gosh,
end.
elbows in.
Yeah, we're just everyone's packed in there.
Can't share any armrests in that row.
Yeah, and everyone's like jacked up during the trailers. So the trailer.
Everyone's shooting heroin. Everyone's snorting coke, shooting heroin, just to feel shit.
just getting ready for Ultron.
Just being like, fuck, I wish I was in this movie. God damn it, I want to fucking book a role.
No, I don't want popcorn.
If only I could get fucking booked. Fuck.
I was gonna be Hawkeye. I read for it. I taped.
And then they offered me Cockeye, which is like another, it's porn. Fuck.
Avengers: Age of Bulltron. No. So anyway, so the trailers. Everyone's like all hyped up for the trailers. The trailers start to fade out, and then it's like that moment right before the movie's about to start, and one of the comics during the silence goes, "Hey Marty, if you're in here, we're all gonna go to." And before he could finish his sentence, this dude who was sitting right behind me goes, "Shut the fuck up!" Scared the shit out of me. It scared the fucking, and then it just, you just see the Marvel fucking logo comes up right as he said, "Shut the fuck up." Insane. And it shook me out of my seat. I went, fuck.
Oh,
I was
God.
so scared. Shut the fuck up! He screamed.
Dude, we went to see Wonka on Christmas Day.
Wait,
Brother-
the new Wonka?
Yes, which
the
first
Timmy?
of all, fucking great.
Was
Go in
it
there
good?
with zero expectation, but
Okay.
it's a kids movie. You're gonna have a good time. Timothy does a great job. It's just a nice time. Like, don't go into it thinking it's gonna be greatness. It's just fun. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck? Anyway, my girlfriend has 4 nieces and nephews who are under the age of fucking 9. Like, 2 of them are like 3 and 1. And the 3-year-old is a fucking nutcase. He's a psycho. And they let him be it. It's beautiful. They're like, who gives a fuck? Let him ruin things. They let him be wild. And I'm like, you are going to make either a killer or the coolest artist of all time. Because he's clearly autistic, walks around on his tiptoes all the fucking place. He feeds my dog M&Ms. He goes, "Would you like an M&M?" And then gives it to him like he's Willy Wonka for fucking dogs.
Your dog with a stomach condition.
Yes.
Just
And I'm like,
giving
no,
M&Ms.
don't give him that. And then I'm like, don't give him that. I'm like, no, she can't have an M&M. And their fucking dad is like, what's wrong with one fucking M&M? And I'm like, this is why he's loved. Like, he's so loved.
Yeah.
And he's allowed to be a freak. Anyway, we go to see
What a
Wonka
space.
Christmas Day at 2 p.m. Matinee. And obviously fucking Ellis is just in there like, what's going on? Is this a fucking movie? You know, talking. And the person we're in the second of the front. The person in front of us is like, keep your kid quiet. And literally both of his parents are like, shut the fuck up. Dude,
I respect it.
I
respect every
and
part
I'm
of
like
it.
far enough away, and I was so stoned, dude. I took a fucking Eddie, and I was just like,
Oh
Dude,
shit!
that's
and I was
amazing.
eating popcorn. I was like, whoa,
Dude.
whoa, and
Dude,
then
the craziest previews ever. Just
Then
being
the movie came on, and it was like, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. I was like, oh my fucking
And you feel
God.
like you're going through the tunnel in the first Willy Wonka movie where he's just like, ah! You're fucking
I
losing
forgot
your mind.
how absolutely fucked up the first Willy Wonka movie
Oh, he
is.
kills everyone.
oh,
He kills all
It's
those kids.
Oh,
devastating.
dude, bro, first of all, fuck that movie. People are like Gene Wilder. I'm like, fuck that movie. That movie fucked me up, dude.
Fuck Gene Wilder, bro.
This
if
kid-
I see Gene
This
Wilder
kid was
in the
like
street,
eating like a fudge river and then falls in and they just like suck him up and kill him. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
The thing that yeah, if you watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory now, or is it Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
It's-
Which one is it?
I
'Cause
think
the
it's
book,
Charlie.
book is Charlie, isn't it?
Well, there's also like the movie with the Good Doctor in it too, which and Johnny Depp and the Good Doctor.
The Good
That's insane. That's your reference point for that actor is the good doctor. Yeah, I know
I'm a
exactly.
good doctor.
I'm a good doctor. I'm a
You're
good
talking about
doctor.
the movie called Johnny Depp and the Good Doctor. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're talking about Captain Jack Sparrow and the Good Doctor. Yeah, dude, that's a fucking sick movie. Honestly, that movie is better than the original. Which
Whoa.
I know anyone in here who's gay or fucking annoying is gonna be like, I've seen all of them. Without a doubt, the Johnny Depp Charlie Factory chocolate thing is better.
Dude,
The fudge packing Charlie factory.
the good doctor
good
delivering
doctor
prescriptions
is
of
better.
Chocolate River conspiracy movie.
Dude,
Fudge.
the Gene Wilder movie, man, is creepy as fuck.
I love the Gene Wilder one.
Dude,
It's
the
so
part
good.
that you were talking about where they go down the river and he's like, and then
terrifying.
you're fucking gonna kill yourself and
Yeah,
I'm
dude, the tunnel
crazy.
just.
Yeah, dude, that's a horrifying.
Dude, there are moments of really cool, like heartwarming, like film in that movie, and there's so much crazy that I can't get over. And as a child, that movie scarred me up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Scarlett Beauregard. Do you remember what's her name?
Charlotte Beauregard.
Beauregard. She literally got turned into a fucking blueberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's
That was one of the happier endings of that.
yeah.
Of all the kids, she was
didn't
like, she's
drown
like,
in chocolate.
I'm more flexible now. She's like
Yeah.
doing like cartwheels out. She's like,
No,
no, look at this.
Charlotte Beauregard turned into a blueberry. You're talking about the kid who turned into Laffy Taffy.
No. No, remember she got deflated and then she was like, look at me.
No. You're mixing up the kid who was first of all played by Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah. No, I am.
Who was PETA from the Hunger Games, who got turned into fucking Laffy Taffy.
Yeah. No, I was wrong.
Anyway,
I'm wrong.
those
I'm wrong.
movies are scary. Dude. They're fucked up.
Yeah.
And
Kids
this
movies are
And
scary.
I'll tell you what, Wonka wasn't fucked up, and it was cool, and some good songs. And I gotta say, I fucking hate that Timothy Chalamet makes me like him again because Dune is so good.
Dune's great.
Dune was so good, and I cannot wait to see the second one.
Dune 2?
Call Me by Your
Dune
Name
2.
was so good. Lady Bird was so good.
Lady Bird.
I fucking
Great
hate
movie.
that I like him so much.
Dude, The
Wonka was
French
great.
Dispatch.
Haven't seen it.
Dude, Wes Anderson. Really good.
Timothy's
Really, really good.
Yeah, he's a great
I
actor.
love him.
Wait, what's
fucking
the Steve Carell?
Dude, beautiful
he's addicted
boy.
to heroin.
Beautiful
Fuck off.
boy, dude.
Dude, kill yourself with heroin.
Dude, actually though.
Brother, I gotta be honest. That is like the only movie I've ever seen that nails it.
Oh, yeah.
And I can speak to that exactly. I
Yeah.
was like, damn, that was real. I cried so hard at the end of that shit.
Oh, I bet.
And then it
That's
was
rough.
like, he's going to OD's nuts. You know what I mean?
Because of your brother.
Yeah, dude.
Cool. Let's go to the bowl and
Well, that's actually, we should get to Freak of the Week or Geek of the Week and then get out of here.
You know, the freak of the week is my brother.
dude, what a freak, dude. He's got maggots on him, dude. Freak.
He's dead.
What a freak. Come on.
Anyway, yeah, my brother's fucking dad. Who's the freak of the week?
My alive brother's the Freak of the Week because he called me.
And he's alive?
And you don't know what that's like.
Dude, an alive brother calling you, dude. Gross. Dude, gross.
Yeah, dude, you should kill him.
My brother's alive, doesn't call me at all. Perfect brother, not a freak. Definitely not a freak.
Dude, that's so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
my brother's an ideal brother. He leaves me alone.
Do you have a Freak of the Week?
You know, I do.
All right.
Bill Clinton
Cook.
and Gavin Newsom went
Mhm.
down to Mexico together on a trip. And it's just a fish taco, dude. It's just fishy as shit. It's just weird. I just gotta be honest. They're all freaks, man.
Mhm.
Like, I should say this. It's not even them. It's just politicians in general. They're all freaks.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking pedophile freaks, dude. And
Dude.
honestly,
Yeah.
I'm starting to fucking enjoy the freakiness of it, dude. They don't give
Yeah?
a freak about how freaky they are, dude. They're getting freak. They're literally asking for our money and taking our money while freaking our freaking children, dude.
Dude,
I
and there's
don't even know-
nothing we can do.
There's nothing we can do, and they're looking
these
at us like,
freaks.
yeah, what do you fucking want? I'm
Yeah.
a freak.
They're freaks. It's true. That's a good Freak of the Week.
Kane, you
It's
got
not
it.
funny, but it's sad.
It
but
is sad.
it's pretty tight.
It's pretty freaky though.
I got a Freak of the Week. Freak of the Week for me is I went to after the show I was on last night. I went to get a bean burrito across the street from the show at a Rigoberto's or whatever it's called.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Rigoberto's. Doesn't matter.
How'd you make it Italian?
I don't
Yeah.
Riga burritos.
So
It
I went
was
to get-
like Dominitos.
I went to Luigi's
Ricardo's
Burritos.
It was a
burritos.
weird burrito. It was like a round piece of bread with tomato sauce and cheese on it.
Can I get a bean and cheese burrito? And they brought me spaghetti.
Super weird.
They said, "Excuse me, sir. This is Olive Garden."
Olivo Godardon.
Olive-
Whoa. 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 Had too much natural wine.
Yeah, so I went and I ordered a bean and cheese right after these girls ordered their food, and then
Hold on.
yeah.
After they ordered like adult food, you
They-
ordered it just like a kid's menu.
Yeah, I did.
yeah.
Can I
That's
get
the grilled cheese of the Mexican
It
food, for
is.
sure.
Can I get a bean and cheese and a carton of milk?
That is truly like you gotta rip
Yeah.
just a small
That's all I
cardboard
wanted.
box full of milk before you eat a bean and cheese.
No, but that's all I wanted, man. I just was like, that sounds good.
No, it's
I
great.
want
Bean
that.
and cheese, let me
Yeah.
be clear. Bean and cheese fucking rules.
I know.
Chicken tenders never miss.
That's what I'm saying.
Cheeky Tiki's grilled cheese and bean and cheese are just
They're the
fucking
best.
Yeah. They're all time.
So I'm waiting for my food. These girls are waiting for their food. I sit down at the table, and then this drunk dude, he comes up, and I thought he knew the girls, so he comes up to them, and then they're like, ugh, and then they walk away from him, and then I'm like, oh, this guy's he's trolling, and then they get their food, and I'm too hungry to like take my food and go. So when the guy he's like bean and cheese, I go and grab and then I just sit down at the table while he's at another table, and he's just kind of talking to himself, and he pulls his phone up and he just starts like going live on Instagram, and he's just talking, and then he just stops, and then I'm trying not to pay attention. I put one of my earbuds in, and I'm eating my burrito, and I'm like just sort of watching something on YouTube, and then he gets up And I try not to make eye contact with him because he seems like one of these guys that if you make eye contact with him, he's your buddy now, or you're like attached at the hip. And so I was like, I don't want to look. And then he walks behind me, and then while I'm eating, he fucking grabs me, and then just fucking hugs on for dear life, and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I fucking got up, and I pushed him, and I screamed, "Get the fuck off of me!" And then I held my half-eaten bean and cheese burrito like it was a rock. And I was just, and he's like, "You better watch it or I'm going to slap the shit out of you." And I was like, with a mouthful of beans, "Go ahead." And I waited, and then he just kept talking shit. And I stood there, and again, I was so hungry that while he was talking shit, I just stood there and I kept eating my bean and cheese burrito.
Sneaking bites.
Yeah, just was like, wow.
Sneaking bites of your only defense.
Exactly. And so it's just this random drunk guy in Pacific Beach who attacked me while I was eating a bean and cheese burrito. After I closed out a show and killed it, I was in my little celebratory bean and cheese burrito, and he kind of fucked it up, and that's my freak of the week.
You know,
Dude,
he really was the tortilla to your bean and cheese, though. He was really
He
trying
did
to
wrap
wrap
me
you up.
Yeah, I was the good part, and he was just holding me.
What about you, Zach? What's your freak of the week?
Freak of the week. Freak of the week. Let me see. There's only one freak of the week I experienced this week, and it's that's a regular. Yeah,
it's
you
gotta
know,
be
you
Richard.
experienced it too. You got a
Fucking
little.
hate that guy.
You caught it, dude. You caught a little bit. It was a little sprinkling
Was it
of
the
the
day I
freak.
came in?
It was.
Yeah, dude.
That's the only one I'm like talk about. It was a regular coffee shop that I work at, and I don't know if this man is the devil himself or just a sad lawyer who cons everyone out of their money.
Is he a lawyer?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Oh, dude, he's
God.
insane.
I wonder his
he's a
name's
psycho.
Richard because he's one hell of a dick. You know what I'm saying?
He winked at me.
But anyways, Richard's my
He winked at me.
he's my
Winked
freak
at
of the
me.
week.
He winked at me. For the listeners at home, he winked at me.
He
Anyway,
winked.
sorry.
This man, I've never said more than 10 words to this man, Richard. And I'll tell you what, the other day, this week, he had a full conversation about skiing. I'm a big guy. I don't ski.
Mm-hmm.
He had a full conversation about how he is going to go skiing. He goes, where do I go skiing in California? I go, I don't know, man. You should look that up. And he goes, I think I'm going to go to Mammoth. I'm going to go spend a weekend up there in Mammoth.
Dude.
What do you think? I go, yeah.
Sure, dude.
I go, yeah. I go, I'm standing here getting paid to listen to you.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And he just keeps this freak 30 minutes later leaves
Oh my
after
God.
just talking about skiing and just
Kane, I wish you could meet this fucking freak.
This-
as
But
a
I
way.
will.
Oh.
freak.
Also, Zach's delivery, tell me it isn't exactly like Matt Hall's.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, your cadence is crazy. Anyway, Richard is gay. Like an actual
Yes.
gay guy who's been in the closet for 1,000,000 years. He drives a Tesla. He is like,
skis.
dude, I'm
skis.
telling you, Kane, this guy sucks so bad. He's the worst. I fucking hate this guy. Like, talking to him is like nails on a fucking chalkboard, and he thinks he rules the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the guy who was a fucking loser in high school, a loser in middle school, a loser in elementary school. He was a loser his whole fucking life. Went to college, and now he makes money, and now he's cool.
Yeah.
That's his version of I am cool, is I have money.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
To me, if you weren't cool in middle school, if you weren't cool in elementary school, you
Mhm.
couldn't play kickball. If you aren't cool in high school, I fucking hate you.
If you struck out,
You know how cool Zach is? Zach said fuck high school. He left.
You
Zach
left
didn't
high
even
school?
finish.
I did.
He got his he just took his GED.
I had a full-time job senior year.
what the fuck?
That's how cool
Yeah.
Zach is.
Dude, you're
You-
Eminem, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
You're
And
Johnny Depp.
Zach
And this guy wanted to talk about
You're
skiing.
Bill
I
Clinton?
can't believe it.
Zach was working. The funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, senior year, was Zach was working fucking for Hockey Giant,
Mm-hmm.
doing like sales or customer service.
Customer service.
So people would call him and be like, "Where the fuck's my order?" And Zach told me one time, someone called him and was like, "Where's my fucking hockey stick or whatever?" And Zach was like, "Oh, hold on 1 second," and did nothing. Zach was like, "Hold on a second, let me look for it." Sat at some computer. Sat at the computer for fucking like a minute and was like, "Oh, yep, it's on its way."
It was 3 minutes. It was literally, there was a timer going off on the
God, that's
side.
great.
It was 3 minutes
That's so great.
of
dude.
this call.
That's so fucking
It's
great.
just the most Zach thing I've ever heard. It's just
It's on its way.
It's on its way.
Dude, that's amazing.
just the silent way, just knowing you're not gonna even look and just. Yep, on its way.
It's on its way. It'll be there soon.
So sick,
Dude,
like
that's great.
that is a level of customer service that so many people never learn in their life. Of the moment of being like, the customer is wrong.
The customer's always wrong, bro.
Their
Dude.
product is coming. They just have to have patience. And
Dude.
knowing that you're not the one to tell them they need patience, it's just go, they don't need to know. They
Dude.
don't need to know that I have no fucking clue. You know?
Speaking of that, Caroline sent a freak of the week. She works as a bartender in Encinitas.
There's some freaks up there.
Dude, and in the middle of the day, right after we left,
Uh-huh.
when Jake got a taco and right before we were about to set up for the show, we leave, and then she calls me to tell about this guy. Now, when we were in there, it's filled with people. People are eating. TVs are on. And
Football's going.
Football's going.
Yep.
People are out there eating. She's behind the bar making drinks, and this guy comes in with his family and goes, "When are you guys open?"
Whoa.
And she's like looking around at her active restaurant. That's like an organism. It's a heart pumping, and she just goes, "We're open." Like, you're in the restaurant right now. What do you mean?
If you walk through the front door,
If you're
it's open.
If you're talking to me right now, it's 5 o'clock. What do you mean? There's cars in the parking lot. The sun is setting. What do you mean? When do we open? If anything, we're getting closer to closing. You
what
fuck.
the fuck?
You freak. Guy was a real freak.
freak.
He was a freak.
I
Just imagine just coming in. There's just husbands losing money on the game, and you just have the heart to ask, "Are you open?
Hey, you guys open?
You guys open?"
People do that at her. She works at Madhouse Comedy Club too, and on the menu they say they don't have food, but on the website it says they do have food. So when they come in, people want to eat, so they'll go, "Where's your food menu?" And she's got to be like, "There is no food menu." And then they're gonna be like, "Well, on your website it says that you guys serve food." And she's like, "Yeah, sorry, we haven't updated that. We don't serve food." And they'll be like, "Yeah, but on the website." And it's like, "Well, what do you expect me to do? We don't have food."
dude, we have hit a point in America that is beautiful,
It's so good.
which is that everyone has acknowledged that no one gives a fuck about their job,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Where Caroline goes, "I don't fucking know. I'm
Oh, wait.
paid hourly."
Are
Yeah.
you?
Right? And
Are you open?
typically,
Are you open?
yeah.
I'm going to Mammoth.
And the people,
What do you think?
the people who are younger than 45 go, "Right,
Mm-hmm.
it's not your fucking place. Who gives a fuck?" right? The people who are over 45 go, you should stand for something more than yourself. If you work for this company, you should stand with it. I'm like, suck my dick, cunt. What the fuck world are you from?
Suck my Richard, pussy.
Suck it.
That's the world Richard comes from. He is like, he sees us working for Rose Hill, and he's like, you should take pride in your work. And I'm like, I only take pride at working for Rose Hill because I love Adam, who owns it. That's the only reason.
That's it.
But let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about the shot that I'm pulling for you. I don't give a fuck about the cup of coffee I made for you. I get paid by the hour. I don't give a fuck about you. Right? That's the day and age that we live in that is beautiful. Chef's kiss. When I call someone on the phone, like I had a fucking issue with a pair of pants. First of all, if you're getting married, buy all the clothes for your groomsmen. Anyway,
Dude, that is, if there's any truth in this podcast, that is the truth.
And
Also,
let me-
don't have them.
and let me say this: the
Pants?
the
Groomsmen, but short pants too.
the bridal party that I'm a part of, or whatever the fuck it's called, they have been so accommodating and so good about like sponsoring some things and like getting us cheap deals. And then one of the fucking groomsmen, like we were supposed to get these pair of pants, and they sold out. And then one of the groomsmen was like, "Oh, I'll find a new pair," and found a pair that was 3 times as expensive. And then the bride was like, "Oh, I love those," and I was like, "It's fucking wool." The original pants were linens, and now we're getting wool. I'm sorry, is this fucking 1812? Fuck you. Anyway,
Can I wear shorts? It's not even my day.
I forget where I started with this conversation. Where was I coming from?
Customer service with
Customer
agree.
service.
Yes.
So then I call the fucking company to return the pants that I originally bought because the other guys didn't order it in time to get their pants, to then me buy one that's 3 times more expensive. So I have to return the cheaper ones because I bought them on time.
returning the linen
I'm returning the
to
fucking
buy
linens.
the wool.
And I call these people. So their email.
And they're
Don't worry
sitting
at
there-
home.
And they're sitting there on the other end of the phone. It's on its way.
It's on its way.
Brother, I'm telling you. I get on the website. The chat bot doesn't work. The email is a cycle. It's just a full circle.
Yeah.
It's a circle to nothing. And I call and I finally get someone and I'm like, your chat bot is nothing. Your email is a circle. It literally is fake. You're gaslighting me. And the person on the phone is like, yeah. And I was like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just like, this is bullshit. And they're like, it is. And I was like, well, can I get this returned? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
But you know what?
Your problem was solved.
yeah.
My problem was solved, but also the person working for that company is like, yeah, this company sucks balls. And I was like, everyone I talk to in any service industry, doesn't matter, hates their fucking company
yeah.
so much.
For
There's no one I
good
know.
reason.
Yeah.
They're all finding out they're getting fucked. Everyone is realizing that they do not get a big slice of the pie. When it's one thing to not have a clue what your how big your slice is and how big their slice is. It's one thing to just be worried about your slice. But then when somebody shows you how big their slice of pie is, you're like, what the fuck? I'm starving. How dare you show me that? How dare you show me a delicious pie and then you give me a fucking sliver, a pubic hair's
Also,
length
it's like,
and
what?
width worth of pie. Fuck you and fuck this company.
Also-
you're lucky that this is all I have in my life. So otherwise, I would fucking burn this place to the ground like Milton in Office Space. But I guess so. Hello? Yeah. Your pants are fixed. Yeah, this company sucks. Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry, Jake. It's not my problem. It's not my wedding. It's not my circus. They ain't my clowns, you fuck. Fuck you and shut your ass. Shut your ass. Sew your ass shut with the fucking, with the pants, with the fabric from the pants. Take the fabric, unravel it, turn it into a knitting ball, Learn how to knit and then knit your ass and your mouth shut so I don't have to take any more of these fucking phone calls. Fuck you and this company. Goodbye.
Well, that's the thing. That's what it is. No one, and that's what I fucking hate when you talk to boomers. It's like, "Dude, no one believes in anything anymore." I'm like, I'm sorry, we're not a generation of brainwashed cucks who believe that we should fucking work for fucking Pulitzer and prize. Dude, you know, I work for
Everyone's
Mr.
a
Pulitzer.
cuck, dude.
I love it.
I work for Mr. Pulitzer. I'm going to be something someday. I'm like, you're a fucking cuck, dude. You're a fucking idiot. It's like, I even feel that way about, like, even, like, execs. Like, people I talk to, like, my dad's friends, who are just such fucking actual cuck bastard fucks who just were there at a time when the economy was low and, like, it was perfect and primed. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, I'm talking to them and I'm like, do you even know how grateful you should be?
Mm-hmm.
You think you earned any of this? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's just moments in time when I'm just like, I'm not saying you shouldn't have your shit. You have, by all means, have it. I'm just asking for a little bit of for you to understand the context. That's why I hate Richard. That's why I hate his fucking guts. Is he has no context for his reality. His reality is only his in the time frame that he was alive. And if you aren't in it, you're wrong. And I'm like, my guy, dude, you know why it's funny? Is Kane has been walking around with $2 all night.
All night.
And doing this joke where he's been trying to pawn off this $2 to people for free. Giving them $2. And when he tries to give people $2, they laugh in his face because $2 is such a small amount of money that it's comical, no matter what it is. You realize that in my dad's lifetime, when he was our age, $2 could buy you a meal, a full meal. You know what's funny? His $2 can buy me 2 fish tacos down the street. He's right. I'm lazy. I'm a fucker.
You're a cuck. And that's our freak of the week.
Great.
Is Jake.
Great. One more bucket full here.
Yeah, he
Yes.
has to.
All right, let's see. Cool. All right. Thank you so much. No, scariest moment in your life.
Ooh.
Oh, man. That's a good question. Scariest moment in my life. I've had many. I think the scaredest I think I was after the fact was when I got my jaw broken. But the most scared I was retelling the jaw broken story high on Oregon weed.
No.
And then having a full-blown panic attack in the middle of telling it.
Reliving it.
Yeah, like as I was retelling, I was telling it to my aunt who hadn't heard the story before, and every bad part I got, like it wasn't just the fight I got into, because I was like, yeah, then I started arguing with this guy, and she was just like, oh my God, and I'm super high, so every time she does that, I'm like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
and then I get to a part where like, and then he uppercut me and broke my jaw in 2 places in 1 punch, and she's like, oh my God, it's like getting, and I'm like, oh God, and then I keep going through the whole story until eventually I get to the part where I go, and then the doctor said if he would have aimed just like a centimeter higher, he could have hit me in the temple and killed me. And my aunt goes, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I fucking started going, and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. Take me to bed. It was 4 PM.
I know I haven't
Take
seen
me to
Forrest
bed.
Gump, but I felt like that was basically seeing it.
That was pretty much Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Forrest,
Start to finish, reactions, everything.
Forrest Gump is a movie where a man doesn't know when to be scared, and he rarely, if ever, is. And he even gets AIDS.
Is that confirmed? Does he get AIDS at the end?
So gets AIDS. Forrest
What?
gets AIDS.
He has to get
Forrest's
AIDS.
son has AIDS.
Wait, from what?
Everyone
Yeah.
has AIDS.
Everyone
has
has
AIDS.
AIDS.
Nixon has AIDS.
Is that the
Nixon
is that
has
the
it.
box
like
of
President
chocolates?
Nixon?
The box
Is the
of
box
chocolates.
of every chocolate is AIDS?
Every chocolate is a different disease Forrest got, and he got them from Jenny.
Life is like a box of AIDS.
You always know what you're gonna get. It's AIDS.
You're always bummed when you get some marzipan.
You almost wish it was AIDS. Bummer, marzipan.
Damn
Ah,
it, white chocolate.
Wish I'd had AIDS.
Yeah.
Wait, why does he have AIDS?
You gotta see.
You
the
gotta
movie.
see the movie, dude.
Did you see Joe Dirt?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Watch Joe Dirt. You'll know why Forrest has AIDS.
Watch Joe Dirt
It's
and
been a long
pretend.
time. I don't even remember why Joe Dirt
No,
has AIDS.
just
Does Joe
watch-
Dirt have AIDS?
Just watch Joe Dirt.
What the fuck's going on?
My favorite.
I don't remember Joe Dirt having AIDS.
My favorite
I remember
part-
someone being stuck in a hole.
My favorite part.
What's going on?
My favorite part.
And the next question.
My favorite part of Joe Dirt is the fact that Christopher Walken is in it. It's just
Isn't he
so-
the bad guy?
No, he's just so
No.
randomly in it.
Yeah.
He's a gangster who's in witness protection,
Yeah.
and he
I don't
walks down
remember
the
this movie
hallways,
at
and he's
all.
like, he sees his reflection in the mirror, and he has just the best interaction with himself. He's like, "Let me ask you a question. Is your mother so? Boom! Get it so that." It's the whole interaction.
Dude,
that he
have
has.
you seen Kangaroo Jack?
No.
Are you fucking serious?
Is it the one where the kangaroo talks to himself but in a dream sequence, and everyone thought that's what the movie was about, but it's really about a guy who visits Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Ben,
I've seen
for someone
Kangaroo
who
Jack.
hasn't seen the movie, that's
That's my Forrest Gump.
quite literally the entire plot,
It's starting
start to
starring,
finish
like,
of that movie.
What's his name? Is it Louis Prince Jr.? Is that his name?
Sure.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prince Jr. No.
You're thinking of Louis Prince Sr., my father.
I
I
think
don't
you're talking
remember the
about
guy's
Prince.
I don't remember the guy's name. I don't know his name. He's like a classic black actor. He's very funny.
Prince?
I swear it was Prince, but I could be wrong. But Jerry McConnell.
Yeah.
Jerry O'Connell.
O'Connell. Thank
O'Connell.
Mhm.
you. He's fucking
Prince.
great. He's the main. But Christopher Walken's in it.
Is he? Is he
Yeah.
Kangaroo Jack?
No, he's like a fucking mobster. He's his
Ex-mobster.
stepfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Really?
he's like running some kind of like organized crime.
That is the best Christopher Walken role.
That's
is,
like how I
is
was
like
introduced.
ex gangster who is just normal guy.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in you and your decisions. Something like that. No, you've never seen Kangaroo Jack?
I know.
That honestly, maybe one of the movies of my sexual awakenings. The girl in that is like the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life.
also too, that's a crazy question to be like, you haven't seen Kangaroo Jack? Like that's not a. It wasn't a popular.
It's not
movie.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
It's not in your American
You
classic.
think Kangaroo Jack was a big deal that year?
No, it,
But also,
no,
Kane's got like a
No.
decade. on
that
us,
year,
dude.
no, it wasn't.
You
No,
sure?
I don't know anything about
dude, Kangaroo Jack
You
ate
think?
shit so hard.
There's
You think?
no way it made any money at the box
you
office.
think?
It was.
If you're telling me that
You're
Christopher
telling
Walken is in a movie,
What do you compare?
And
If,
I
are
didn't
you
know
gonna
that.
Yeah.
compare
No,
Kangaroo
no,
Jack to
I'm
Forrest
just-
Gump right
no,
now?
no,
You
I'm
I
just
tried
trying
to
to
say
say-
Kangaroo Jack is better than Forrest Gump.
All right, no. I'm not
We're
trying to
gonna-
say.
The scariest
Okay.
moment of my life is I tried to climb up a cliff here in Del Mar,
Uh-huh.
and it had like this weird plastic grate
Dude, this
to
movie has
reinforce
terrible
the
reviews.
side. Like
It has an
it was like
8%
reinforce the
on-
entire cliff. I stepped in one of the plastic holes
Oh, no.
climbing up this cliff, and it broke.
Oh fuck!
And I slid down the side of this cliff 30 feet. I thought I was going to die.
Oh my
And
god!
that was the scariest moment of my life. So Kangaroo Jack.
Great. I love that. he
Bro,
answered
I
it.
have some fun information for you guys.
All right, hit us.
What were you gonna say?
It's over.
He
that
said
was
it.
the scariest. I just relived it.
There's an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Mhm.
4.5 out of 10 on IMDb, which is fucking terrible
Yeah.
for IMDb. The premise is two friends from Brooklyn, Jerry O'Connell and Anthony Anderson, are forced to deliver mob money to Australia. Their misadventures begin with when one of them places his red jacket on a kangaroo while attempting to snap a picture. When the kangaroo bounces off, they realize the mob money is in the jacket, and they're forced to chase through the outback. The budget is $60 million. Guesses on how much it made.
I'm gonna say 13 million.
I'm gonna put it probably at 23.
88.
Whoa.
Oh.
They made money.
Wow.
To be clear, this is what's stupid about this. 60 million as a budget and a box office of 88.9, which is like 89 million. That's $28 million in revenue. Essentially 29 million, which in movie talk is nothing.
No.
But that is fuck ton of money.
Yeah. That's so much money.
Shit.
It's enough
That
money
is the
to-
worst
where
movie of
you
all
should
time.
know
Kangaroo
and have
Jack.
seen Kangaroo Jack.
And I have not.
8% on Rotten Tomatoes? It is very rare that I see single digit. An audience score of 29%, dude. This is terrible. A very bad movie. Shouldn't have been PG.
Should have been
Sick,
R.
dude. Brainless and
Are
insane.
you gonna see
This
it
is-
again?
parents beware. This film is crude, violent, and offensive for younger viewers. This is awesome, dude. This movie deserves more. Of course, the American-made Australian set caper comedy is 10 tones of terrible. How could it not be? Jesus Christ, who wrote that? This is so fun. Remember when Jerry O'Connell had a future? This is so sick.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, that's Kangaroo Jack. You should definitely watch it. But that is how I know Christopher Walken. That was what we
Kangaroo
got here.
Jack.
Yes.
That was your reference point?
Yeah, that's like still to this
Wow.
day. Like obviously, I've seen Christopher Walken in so many things, like The Jungle Book. But the thing that I remember him most
As
from-
Louis, the
You
fucking
guys.
gorilla or whatever.
I fucking just rewatched with Elise Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That movie is unbelievably cool.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
To
It-
this day,
Mhm.
holds up, has character, is so cool. Vince Vaughn is fucking hilarious. Wow. Anyway, just thought I'd bring that up.
I think that's good. Well, if you want to follow the show, I'm just going to end it. I'm also getting very tired. I'm
Same.
sleepy.
Sleepy.
But yeah, if you guys are interested in following the show, go to Going Dutch Comedy on Instagram and follow the show. You can also find our handles there. I'm at Kane Holloway.
Short Jakes.
And Zach, do you want people to follow you?
No.
No.
I'm undiscovered, so I'm going to keep it that way.
Email the show, Going Dutch Comedy. Email the show at goingdutchcomedyshow@gmail.com. And look out for some upcoming live shows in the future. Everyone say goodbye, Jake.
Bye, Jake.
Bye-bye, Jake.